Good morning. It's 6 a.m. here and the sun is out. I have not filmed in a while because I went through a really difficult phase. I was really doubting why I'm doing this whole thing. First intent to shift into Pranic living because before I did not have any trouble with food. I would just, eat or not eat, and it was never like a huge subject in my life, and it was not something that would normally kind of occupy my thoughts that much. And now lately I've had quite the obsession with food going on, so like thinking constantly about food, especially when I was fasting or restricting. And on the days I was eating, I was like eating a lot and not finding the right balance. So it was like strenuous for me. Because I felt like I'm traumatizing myself around the subject of food, which is something I don't want to do. And yeah, for some moments I was like really thinking, why did I do that to myself? Then on last Thursday I began a dry fast in the night because I wanted to dry fast Friday and Saturday and break on Saturday in the evening, because on Sunday morning I had a meeting on the mountain where I had to walk up, and I didn't want to walk up there in dry mode because usually when I'm in dry mode, I am kind of weak physically. Plus, I don't really want to be around people because I kind of get grumpy for some moments, or I don't want to talk because my mouth is very dry. So I kind of predisposed myself to begin early. And, well, I mean, as you hear from what I say, I kind of predispose myself to suffering when I'm on a dry fast. But on the other hand, that's my experience. And, when I dry fast, I kind of prefer to really stick to myself and try and sit on my bed for long stretches of time and kind of to introspection and emotional clearing and stuff like that. So yeah, that's another thing that really got to me. I found it so impractical to be having to kind of do my schedule of stuff I need to do all around the concept of when I am eating or when I am fasting, and kind of I felt so limited by it, and I felt like, that does not give me joy. I don't want to really, be dependent on which day it is to be doing this or that, depending on if I fast or eat. Plus, the things that when I'm on a dry fast, I don't really get stuff done. I don't really want to deal with the outer world. So, right now I'm in an extremely busy phase of my life where both of my children, well, I've mentioned that before, are going to emigrate back to Germany, and I too feel like my kind of stable phase here in Peru is coming to an end. and I need to sell this house I've built 2 years ago. So, you know, there's lots of legal paperwork to be done before I can even think of selling it. And yeah, I'm doing that. Plus, I want to sell another piece of land that I have in the Sacred Valley, which is as well not all like done with the legal paperwork. That's even the complicated one, the more complicated one. So I'm trying to do that as well. Plus some other land that is in the same process but more advanced. And that's what I have gone to this meeting on the mountain too, because yeah, it's an association. So that's kind of easier because they do the stuff and I just have to go once a month and kind of listen to the progress. Plus, you know, many other things, work and stuff like that. So, you know, I need to get lots and lots of things done. So I don't really enjoy to have days where I mean, I do enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy the introspection, and I enjoy the mere fact of kind of, you know, working with my emotions and with my thoughts, and, you know, like getting on with stuff inwardly as well. But then again, you know, I don't like to be so limited. So, okay, so I started this dry fast, and oh my God, this time around it was so difficult, so difficult, even though I prepared really well for that one. And try to not eat much salt before I started and stuff like that, you know. I prepared so well, and then, you know, I mean, physically it was not like the most difficult thing, but emotionally I really hit a spot where everything got so dark and so heavy emotionally. It was horrible. It was really horrible. So, like, in a way, sometimes I feel so much love inside and so connected to source, and so, you know, it feels like parasite. What? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a medical doctor and I work with many people who have parasites. So sometimes it feels like that's uber funny, like paradise on the inside, you know. But on this weekend, it felt like, you know, like I don't really believe like in the concepts of hell and paradise, like as outside things, outside of me, or in the religious sense. But on this Saturday, it felt like, no, on the Friday, it felt like hell inside of me, like really uber dark, and so many dark and dense emotions coming up. Incredible. It was intense. So I did not break the fast right away when all of this emotional intensity happened, but I kind of stayed with it for 12 more hours, more or less. During the night, I almost didn't sleep. It was really intense. And on the next morning, then, I still felt really lots of dense feelings and emotional difficulty. Sorry, I can't talk. It's still too early, maybe. Emotional difficulties and stuff like that. So I still sat with it for a little bit more. But then, you know, the thing is that I needed to get to the clinic and do the rounds, plus do some other things on this day. So I broke it and went back to eating and drinking, and the emotional intensity subsided pretty quick, which is really my experience. If you eat and drink, the emotional intensity is so much less. So yeah, I felt like that was the most loving thing to do towards myself, because of my outer schedule and because of, I really felt I got somewhere somehow with those emotions, but then again I thought I don't need to do this all at once, and I need a break. So that's what I did. And then went on to have a really good day, very active, lots of energy. Okay, so then I ate for 2 days. On Saturday I ate a lot, and then yesterday, Sunday, no, sorry, today's Thursday. I think we had that before. No, today's Tuesday. Okay, so on Sunday I overate because we cooked, my teens and I, like having family time together, and we cooked a really big meal together and then had it. That was really nice. I mean, I did overeat quite a bit and then felt bad afterwards in my body. It's like difficult to see when to stop. And then yesterday I did 24 hours water fast. So as my last meal was on Sunday, like, what am I talking about? Hang on. Yeah, sure. On Sunday at 3 p.m. So, because I don't eat dinner. I have lost this habit already, like 12 or 13 or 14. Yeah, 14 years ago I stopped eating dinner regularly. So, for me it's really easy to skip dinner. I don't skip it. I just don't do it. So it's, yeah, I had lunch up until 3 p.m. So, I woke up in the morning and I kind of still felt full. And, after 3 p.m. I just mainly had water. So I thought, okay, I can do a water fast, and just had water up until 3:30 yesterday. That was so easy, like the easiest thing in the world. But like physically it was really easy. But emotionally, again, I did have some emotional stuff coming up. And I dealt with it and sat with it and embraced it. And, that was really nice. I really liked that. And then went on to have a very, very nice rest of the day. And, then went back to eating apart from after 3:30, from 30 to 5, and then stopped eating again. Like, I do feel really good today. Today is Halloween, and I'm now going to my Zumba class, and we have to go with a costume, so I'm going to go as a pumpkin. So funny. I might post a picture if I get to have someone take a picture. So yeah, that's basically what has been going on for the last week, or a little less. And I'm in a much better place now emotionally, and kind of finding the joy of it again. And yeah, but okay, it's ups and downs and learnings of all sorts, and just playing around with it. On Sunday morning, I was not going to eat in the morning, and I made myself some fruit salad because I would first go to the clinic and then go up this mountain. And usually I try and not eat in the morning and go to the gym or do other stuff without eating first thing in the morning, and then have something later. And then when I was just about to leave the house, I got a call from a patient, or a WhatsApp message from a patient who was wanting to see me. So I thought like, oh shit, sorry, not for the I thought like I would need to get back down from the mountain and then go and see the patient right away, and not be able to kind of, have lunch or whatever. So I kind of began to stress out in that very moment. And in that very moment, I decided unconsciously to eat. So, I did that, and that was okay too. But, I really felt that trigger point, that moment before I was totally relaxed about, like going out without having eaten anything. And then this moment of stress coming into my energy, and then boom, this automatic reaction to kind of, okay, I need to eat, even though I was able to tell the patient that I'm going to see him at 4 p.m. So I would have loads of time between coming down from the mountain and having to go to the clinic again. But still, that was a very interesting experience. So yeah, I'm playing around with it all, and I'm kind of exploring and seeing, and really exploring the trigger points and seeing what goes down, with all of that. So yeah, I'm going to take it easy and just go one moment or one day at a time, or even, not try to be too rigid with my schedule as well, and just give it a little bit more space and a little bit more, breathing space. And see where it goes. Maybe it will go better if I take it easier. Okay, that was a long one, so I see you in the next one. So have a good day. Bye.